From all of us at HTLA Radio 1 New York, happy holidays!
Today is Monday, December 16th, 2013, and if you can hear me, then you are listening to Straight Talk with your host, this intellectual Kate Taylor, and her co-host, the unequivocally awesome Christopher Crash Jesus Taylor. This is HTLA Radio 1 New York, the world's best talk radio on the world's first all brilliantly exceptional, all utterly original talk entertainment programming ever. Straight Talk is now rolling into its third episode of the new season, and since next week is the big holiday, the powers that be have decided that due to schedule conflicts, we'll be resuming guest interviews the first week of January. So keep your iTunes tablets and browsers locked in with us as all of our shows resume, but especially here on Monday night as this season's lineup sees bigger celeb guests, more notable noteworthies, and stronger social impact than ever.
That's right, honey. And if I'm not mistaken, we've got a former soap star turned Hollywood A-list actress coming soon, as well as a remaining celeb guest or two, and a former Star Trek actor turned activist, and that's just the beginning.
Oh, all confirmed and booked there, sir. It's going to be a rockin' new year for sure. But what can you tell me about what HTLA is going on right now?
Well, I'm glad you asked. This just in. Well, it's been a very good start to our fourth total season here at HTLA. As you know, we've revamped the website to more of a theatrical and red carpet kind of theme. And so I've been doing a lot of straightening out on the old website there, getting things organized, updating a lot of stuff, cleaning things up, and just generally giving it a bath. And, adding in some of our new stuff, too, as well as our golden oldie favorites.
Right.
And that's really it. I mean, we've got some new shows coming this season that have yet to start yet, but they're going to start soon.
Right. New year. Yeah.
On the boom. That's what I'm looking forward to.
That's going to be awesome, yes.
It's going to be your... what's going to be that? It's going to be speculation news.
That's right.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, I get the news when you can speculate about it.
That's right. It's more fun, and heck, I'm sure we can come up with much more entertaining stories than Fox or anybody else
Who
can.
needs facts?
Huh?
Yeah. That's right. Absolutely.
It's going to be fun, and I'm looking forward to it because, most of our other stuff are pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's an antidote to Straight Talk and all the other stuff we do. That's
exactly.
Right. It's us cutting loose and being our silly selves for a change.
And this week, we've had some pretty big interest from the realm of the lifestyle show coming up.
Right.
I got a feeling that's going to be our most popular show out of all of them.
Absolutely. I have to say, too, and it's kind of scary and nerve-wracking and nervous as those that know, that are in the know. But, hey, if Sex and the Kitty can survive, then the lifestyle is going to just add to that, I think.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And Sex and the Kitty is not wavering in the numbers by any means, let me tell you.
No.
For all those straight talks that I've been doing most of last season and right through till now.
You mean Crash Talks?
Oh, yeah.
You do Crash Talk.
The hell did I say?
You said Straight Talk.
Oh,
because he's taking over my show. See, that's what's happened. It used to be Straight Talk with Kate Taylor back in the day, if y'all remember.
I was just the panel.
That's it. He was. He was the producer.
Actually, I was part of the panel. I was like a An upright.
That's right. He was a piece of the furniture and the producer out in the control room, and now it's Straight Talk with Kate and Crash. Where did that come from?
I was holding the board.
Yeah, but that's okay. See, that's what 3 years of marriage will do. See?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Well, so anyway, Sex and the Kitty is not slouching one little bit here at all, gang. And pretty happy about that. And actually, on the whole, all of our numbers are up, and we haven't even launched all our shows yet. I'm predicting a heck of a pretty big boom in January, actually.
2014.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's really rolling. It's going to be some good.
Anything's got to be better. I don't know. I know everybody that is within earshot of my voice has to agree that, with the exception of some really awesome things here and there, 2013 has been just like the worst year ever. It's just been. It just has. It's just been. It's just been one of those things, and but it's all led to upheaval and change for good, though. All that kind of stuff always leads to good changes in the future.
Absolutely.
You gotta crumble the old and get back to the foundational before you can build bigger and better and stronger and that sort of thing. So
100% agree with you on that. Yep.
So, but yeah, looking forward to the demo phase being finished and the reno phase beginning. That'll be really good. So. But yeah, and Real Talk, I'm loving, and our super new Film Wednesdays.
That is really kick butt. I gotta say,
big screens and film dreams. That's our Wednesdays from now on for you folks.
And here's the thing. I don't think I've had a chance to tell you yet because I just got confirmation tonight.
Did you get confirmation though?
Late night.
Oh
tonight.
Yeah, because we're HTL late night tonight.
Yes, we are. Actually, it's tomorrow.
It is.
But I did get confirmation that I am having pretty much the best, and I underscore the word best, guest I could get for a premiere of any new show.
That's right. That's absolutely true. You can't argue that in any way.
No. So that's HTLA's new show, Film 101. Yes, it's film school for free for you. Right. If you don't mind listening to me tell you how to do it right, and give you shit when you're doing it wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He can do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So very excited about our Film Wednesdays. That's pretty cool. And like I say, we're putting together some pretty big people that are coming, for a lot of our regular shows. But to get some of the caliber, some of the people that we're lining up for our new shows, that's pretty exciting to me.
Oh, absolutely. Me too. And definitely.
So yeah.
So speaking of awesomeness, right? Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. Well, tonight's show.
Right. Absolutely. Tonight.
What exciting and wonderful things do we have for the Straight Talk and Meeps out there this week?
Yes, tonight. Well, as only we can do it, we're going to be straight talking about the best of the best and the best of the worst of 2013.
So you're going to be talking about me first. Right.
Right.
And then we're going to be talking about...
you second.
Oh. Oops.
I'm teasing. No, I'm teasing.
Okay.
I just had, that was, you walked into that one kind of, so.
Well, I think I threw myself under that bus. I think that was a sacrificial lamb thing.
Oh, it's Christmas and,
Yeah. And, right. So I got you. I'm with you. Yeah, I'm up there. I know what I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't know what we're talking about, but that's okay. See, that's what happens when you have a married couple host. There's all those inside things,
Well, that'll be on the sex shows.
Well, no, that'll be on our video webisodes. Our that's right, which we've relaunched just to throw that out there. We've got two new episodes up now on the website of our video.
We do, yeah.
Friday nights, we wrap up our work week with a video webisode for you, the making of a broadcast empire.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we almost had a special guest tonight. We keep saying that we're going to allow our new son, our 15-month-old son, to make his grand, national television debut on the show, but he's a good sleeper. He's a good boy, but I actually went to check on him earlier before coming to the studio, and he was wide awake. He's growing up now.
I think he's bucking for his own late night show. Actually,
he's changing. He's something.
So there's not going to be a shortage of things to talk about tonight then, so I'm thinking we should get rolling on this best of the best and best of the worst, huh?
Yeah, no, sir. As we're always saying when we hear about something in the news, we've got to do a show about that. So the writing team's decided that an end-of-year show about all those things would be a great idea.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to throwing my 2 cents in that fountain.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll need one of those change machine changers once you get started.
Well, before I get into what the meat of tonight's show is going to be, how about we take care of some station business?
Yeah, if you please.
Yes, all right. Well, station business. That, of course, means that Straight Talk is brought to you tonight by, and sponsored by, PreSonus. Yes, versatile solutions for today's studios. Also by MXL microphones, which you are hearing us through tonight. What gorgeous golden tones these bring. Yes, MXL microphones, where great recording begins. Also, Auralex Acoustics. Take control of your acoustic space with Auralex. Mm-hmm. And, of course, favorite. As always, Fierce Kitty Omnimedia. That's right. Mm-hmm. To keep up with all the news and happenings in and around HTLA, you can visit our website for yourself at www.htla973.com.
That's right. I cannot wait for the new flash site to be revealed. I know we've I'm so excited for that. We've put a lot of work into the current website, because we wanted it to have that red carpet kind of intro rolling out the new season and new year feel.
Right.
But we do have a very graphically and animation intensive flash site that's in development right now that's about to be revealed soon in the new year. So very, very excited for that. Many thanks, of course, for supporting, like I said, the return of our newest season of webisodes, all in crystal clear HD. There's some good quality stuff now. It's way better than the last seasons.
Well, and everybody listening should really go register for a free profile at htla973.com if you haven't yet, to keep up on all the upcoming amusements and amazements, as well as the exclusive notifications and access to what's rolling for us next. The Taylors.
Yes, that would be us. That's right.
Yes.
Yep. And be sure to follow us on Twitter. The station, it's at HTLA973. For this show, it's at StraightTalk973. And my personal Twitter is at Fierce Kitty Kate. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll say in addition to my Twitters, my very insightful and visionary husband's latest stuff can be found at Crash Talkin'. So also follow him there. There's always some great stuff being posted on his Twitter.
Yes, and finally, remember to join us here every week, because although it's a couple of weeks until the guests return, you never know who's going to show up on Straight Talk to talk straight. Now, before we roll, darling love of my life, beautiful, beautiful creature that many men have asked for and I have denied, I think it's time to say it.
My favorite part. Okay, ready?
I think so.
Tonight's show is
Powered by Procast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That's so awesome. All right, so here we go. Tonight we're going to do, like I said, a best of 2013. That's right, not just the best of the best, but also the best of the worst.
Oh, yeah.
This should be very good, yeah.
Well, this should be good. Yeah, exactly. And so maybe let's get us starting out of the gate there with something before our first commercial break.
Yes, definitely. I'm going to start with the, this is really an interesting thing, the top 10 contenders for Times Person of the Year.
Oh, me?
Yeah, every year everybody waits to see who's going to be the Person of the Year.
Me.
It should be you, my love.
Yes.
I never ever agree with the selections, and I doubt I'm going to this year either.
It's like me and the Emmys list.
That was so fun. That was a great show.
Thank you.
That was a great Crash Talk. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, the choice will be announced this coming Wednesday. But I'm curious to hear who my listeners think should be selected, either from this list or definitely if you think there's someone that didn't make the cut that should have. So, in no particular order, right now, currently, the Times Person of the Year list stands at Bashar Assad, the president of Syria. Okay. For obvious reasons. Jeff Bezos, Amazon founder. Again, obvious reasons, right?
Well, because he's making it easy for me to get everything I need for the family this Christmas season.
That's true. That's true. Gotta love Amazon Prime. You go, Amazon Prime.
No lineups at Walmart for me.
Oh, it's amazing. We do everything through Amazon, gotta say. Okay.
Yes.
So Ted Cruz, Texas senator, who created a coloring book and 21-hour speech against Obamacare. Yep, that's a reason to be the person of the year.
I'm just fascinated, full of joy to know that our elected representatives are known for creating coloring books. That's something right there. Huh?
Yeah,
there we go.
Absolutely. Now, of course, and this is, I don't know to be ill or what, but why Miley Cyrus is up for person of the year?
Oh, I got this. I know why.
Okay.
I know why. A lot of people who listen to us, younger generation, they probably won't remember. But do you remember back in 1984, 85, and 86? Do you remember Billy Ray?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Achy breaky.
That's right.
Yes.
And that hairdo?
Absolutely.
That right there is why she is on the Time Person of the Year list. It's his mullet from 1985. It has to be.
Oh, okay. Well, it can't be anything she's done this year, so it's got to be something else.
I'm waiting for you to tell me that Kardashian is on the list.
No, thank God, because then I would just veto the entire existence of existence, But no, seriously, I mean, all right, granted, she did that huge thing. It was talked about. It went viral, all this great stuff. And I got to say, I like the song. I like the album. I like her music.
Mm-hmm.
I have to admit to having some on the iPod, of course, especially The Climb from way back from that nice romance movie she did where she first met Liam and they started dating.
Liam?
Yeah, Liam Hemsworth.
Oh, good. I thought you were going to say Neeson. I was like,
no.
Isn't he a little old?
No.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Right, yeah. But yeah, so aside from that, though, she can't. How can you put her on the list with presidents of countries and our next contender, Pope Francis?
Here's the thing, though. I know why this is such a mystery to us and the general public and populace all over the globe. It's because Time Magazine, to my knowledge, and correct me if I'm wrong here, because I know you would know, they have never actually published what their criteria is for Person of the Year.
No, you're right. I don't have a clue. That's right.
Neither do they. So, of course, she's going to be on the list.
Very, very true.
Right beside what seems to be Pope Francis. Yes.
Right. And then right below the Pope is Barack.
Oh, well, yeah. What?
Yeah. And here's an interesting tidbit now. Barack Obama is the only person to be on the list 3 times. FDR was the other. Barack was on the list in 2008 and in 2012 and now again this year. Yeah. And, okay. Well, the first time, for the election and then, I guess all the stuff he almost did,
Oh, you mean the stuff that he lied about on his platform and then didn't do the next, right.
Right. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Okay, now Hassan Rouhani, the president of Iran. Again, I guess the same kind of criteria as the Syrian president there.
And Miley Cyrus.
And Kathleen Sebelius, the Secretary of Health and Human Services.
Whoa.
The only thing she's done is vehemently, as with Ted Cruz, denied Obamacare. She's vehemently fought against Obamacare. That's pretty much what it is. Here's an interesting one. Mm-hmm. This might be the first snitch, the first... kind of thing to be on the list. But Edward Snowden, the one who leaked about the security administration and all the phone tapping and all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting to me. It's be a traitor, get on the list. I mean, not that he was technically a traitor, but I'm.
Well, I'm going to interject a little bit here. I know who we're talking about. Oddly enough, wow, look at that. I actually know. Okay, but this Edward Snowden guy, whether or not it was okay for him to leak the leak, okay?
Right.
Here's the important thing. As a result of his actions, it changed everything. It changed the way the government's doing business. It changed the way the public perceives the government.
But what do I always say? Just because
please,
we
a little
can.
more to the left.
No, Daddy.
Oh.
Just because I can't. Just because. See, now you got. Now, great. Now I can't. My train of thought's gone. Thanks a lot. Okay. Just because we can, should we? And that's what I would say. You know, because it can go either way. And it's that kind of thing that we're not going to know if it was beneficial or detrimental until the future.
Well, and in defense of him and probably everybody else, because I'm guilty of this myself, of saying things and doing things before I think them through.
Absolutely.
We're all human.
Absolutely.
I don't think this should qualify him for Person of the Year. But then again, Time Magazine hasn't given us our criteria, so who knows? He might be at the top of the list for all we know.
Right. And now, obviously, their last person, Edith Windsor, the gay rights activist who, upon the death of her lover that she had married in Ontario in 2007, was denied, her equal benefits under that marriage contract, and also had to pay almost $400,000 in estate taxes to the government.
Wow.
So that went all the way, the Supreme Court, the whole shebang. Everybody knows that story because, she's like the Roe versus Wade for gay rights things.
Right.
So yeah, she's on the list as well, and I'm really interested to see who's going to be on the list.
Wow.
Who's going to make the cover. But,
well, yeah, absolutely. I want to get into my little top 10 list here, which of course is movies for 2013.
Oh, the top. Well, we have a couple, so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to do that right after we come back from our little first 2-minute break. Just hang on, guys. We'll be right back.
With 160 more miles per tank, the distances aren't getting shorter. The trucks are going farther. The new 2013 Ram 1500. With the best-in-class fuel economy, engineered to move heaven and earth. Guts, glory, Ram.
At LG, we dreamed of a day when you could rely on the perfect kitchen. We dreamed of a day when a dishwasher wouldn't require any pre-rinsing, when a refrigerator could be uniquely designed for better access and storage, when a washer could save 20 minutes on larger loads, and an oven would take minutes to clean instead of hours. And for you, that day is now.
The world is facing one of the biggest crises in the history of history. Girls are getting hotter and hotter. This is causing guys to lose their cool. It's happening everywhere. That's why the people at Axe have developed the new Axe Chill collection. It helps guys keep their cool before it's too late. Girls are getting hotter. Keep your cool with the new Chill collection from Axe.
Have I got a treat for you? New clean whipped cream foundation from CoverGirl. A delicious new recipe whipped up by Clean Makeup. They took their clean, fresh foundation, added a dash of hydration, then whipped it to smooth, matte perfection. Finally, a non-drying whip that wears like a dream. What a treat from Clean. New clean whipped cream from easy, breezy, beautiful CoverGirl.
From all of us at HTLA Radio 1 New York, happy holidays. Oh, there we are, gang. We are back. Thank you.
Yes, we are. It is, well, I usually say what time it is, but we're not live. I mean, we're not putting out.
Okay, Kate's really sleepy. We are live. It's 5 after.
But what I mean is we usually go live at 9 and not, 1 a.m.
Yes.
So the weather has just got awful here, and we're expecting another 5 inches of snow. We might have no school again tomorrow here. And
Ain't nobody got time for that.
No, utterly no. The only thing is it's good. Built-in babysitter when she's home from school, so that's a good thing. But,
well, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, we're reviewing the top, best, and worst of a bunch of different kind of things for the year.
Yes, and oddly enough, this is according to the American Film Institute, which actually does have criteria that I understand.
They do, that's right.
So cool.
Yes. And this is your list, so there you go.
Yes, it is. So I will take it away in no particular order.
Right, the top 10 best films for 2013, according to AFI.
Yes. I'm glad it's in no particular order because the first one here is Gravity with George Clooney and Sandra Bullock.
Right. I have to say, for the record, that I haven't seen any of these films yet. Because, on Real Talk, I review past shows because I analyze and I don't review. Mm-hmm. So I usually see them later on, like after they come on Netflix and on demand and stuff like that. But
right.
But I did hear it was awesome, and I love both of them.
Well,
but if it was like Solaris, sorry, George, I don't know if I can do that.
Well,
again.
and I'm not really ready for a space Speed either.
Yeah, well, she's much more mature now.
Of course, if it was Speed, it would be Float. Yes, because they do a lot of that in the film, or at least in the trailer for the film.
That's right.
Well, I'm hoping, the writer-director's decent. I'm kind of hoping Sandra can get past the last 28 years of romantic comedies, and that George can get past George.
Okay, well, I have to disagree with my husband, shockingly, because I'm a huge Sandy fan and love her to death. She is a brilliant producer, and, it goes beyond her acting, and, she is America's sweetheart, so the roles that she's chosen, were in line with that sort of thing, And I have to say, the reason that AFI's criteria isn't the same as other criteria where it's not box office, and it's more like, SAG things. It's more like, peer sponsored and
inter-industry, yep.
Right. Yep. So to get that kind of review, and I've heard since before it came out, that it was an exceptional kind of space film. It wasn't like your average space film. So, it's a character story, and it's got more to it than just, oh my God, they're in space and they're going to die.
I know, but
all right. Well, we need to reserve judgment till we see it.
Europa Report.
Oh, God, that was just awful.
See?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
All right. Well, moving on. 12 Years a Slave.
Brilliant. I heard utterly.
Yes.
True story. Every component necessary for an Academy Award-winning film, yeah.
And what I would also perceive as a blockbuster, without all the,
action.
Michael Bay explosions.
Right. Gotcha. Yep.
Hell of a good story. True story.
Mm-hmm. Characters, cast's incredible.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah. My next pick here in the lovely AFI list, Saving Mr. Banks.
Quirky. Very odd. It's the story, Tom Hanks and Emma Thompson. Sorry. Yeah, Emma Thompson. She plays the author that wrote Mary Poppins, and Tom Hanks plays Walt Disney. And
Right.
he's promised to his daughters to bring their beloved Mary Poppins story to the screen for Disney in his 20-year quest to get her to agree to it. Mm-hmm. And that's what it's about. Mm-hmm. So it's a Tom Hanks. Yeah.
Yeah. I sort of saw that and my eyes played tricks on me. I thought it was Saving Mr. Hanks.
Yeah, for real. Definitely. And then he's on here again. 2 films.
Captain Phillips.
Right, which I am actually looking forward to seeing, because that's based on a true story, the Somali pirate hijackings. Right.
The pilot hijackings.
Yeah, the pilot hijackings.
Yes.
But what do I always say about Tom?
You can put butter on him.
No, I love Tom. He's brilliant. He's amazing. He's incredible. But it doesn't matter what movie you put this man in.
It's true.
It's Tom Hanks.
It's true.
When I see him as a sex-crazed, serial-killing
machine,
something, maybe. But,
don't say that, because look what Robin Williams did in 1 Hour Photo.
Incredible.
See?
Absolutely. And I need to see that from Tom, and until I do... Where's his range? His range has been limited, utterly limited, brilliantly as he brings to everything he does.
He's that good, cute, happy boy in the corner.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. Exactly.
All right. Well, how about your man, Christian Bale, in American Hustle?
I don't even care about the comb over and the pot belly. Sorry. He's just, yeah.
Okay, but I'm telling you right now, after you see that movie, I am not doing my hair like that and growing a mustache. Oh, yeah.
No. I hear American Hustle is just utterly amazing, but you know who the real star of that film is?
Absolutely not.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh.
She steals the show in that entire film. So
really?
Yeah. She's
not Miley Cyrus?
No, not Miley Cyrus.
Oh.
She's brilliant, and you'll have to see the film. Yeah.
Oh, well, you can. and give me a breakdown on Real Talk.
Will do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next film in the hit parade here, Fruitvale Station.
Right. This is something that odd that it's on AFI's film list, and I say that because the cast. I have to review the actual specs of the film, but it reads to me like an indie, and it's a true story about some guy in New York and his last night in 2008, interacting with several different characters, and that's pretty much the only storyline that I've got on this film. And so, if anybody has seen this film, I'd love for you to let me know, post on the website, tweet me, email me, whatever it is, if there's anything redeeming about this film, because right now nothing appealing to me about the cast, the crew, the storyline, just nothing.
Yeah, but you got to watch that though, because there's a lot of sleepers with funky names, and this one qualifies because there's fruit in there. There's a veil. There's a station of some sort. We don't know whether it's a bus or a train.
It's most likely a subway station if it takes place in New York.
Well, you never know. They might be competing with gravity. It could be a space station. But we're going to move on now to a film that I want to talk about real bad. And some would call me an idiot for thinking this because, it's a stupid story. But here's the thing, gang.
This is the sleeper.
I've seen the trailer for this thing, and the premise is really dumb.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, it's just innovative.
Well, no, innovative, my butt. No.
It parlays to pop culture today, let's just say that.
Okay, absolutely. I'll agree with you on that.
Okay.
The film is entitled Her, and it's starring Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah.
And Scarlett Johansson and Amy Adams of American Hustle fame.
I don't care. I'm just all about Joaquin.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
I know.
Sorry.
Yep. I know.
Mikey is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. But yeah, the premise is he falls in love with his operating system, and it helps him change his life after a bad breakup and heartbreak.
Wouldn't the word crutch come to mind?
Yes, but don't we all need that? Isn't there something when we have to float in those periods between that we lean on that gets us through?
That's what I told you the blonde was, but you wouldn't believe me then.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That drum now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. But no, I do want to see that, and it is going to be the sleeper hit. Out of this whole list, I can guarantee that.
Well, and the thing is because when I saw the trailer for Her, the whole thing was kind of turning me off. But it's Joaquin Phoenix, and he sucks you in with his performance, and I don't care really who he plays or what he's doing.
Plays, yeah. He can lay there just in stasis for the entire film, and it would be engaging and enthralling. And
it's almost like if you have him over for dinner, after dinner, you retire to the living room. Can you just lay in the couch, Joaquin?
Just hang out for a minute.
Look at the ceiling. Mm-hmm. Thanks.
I'll just take notes.
Moving on. Inside Llewellyn Davis. No, it is not a porn.
No, and it's about some musician trying to get through, trying to scrape by as a street musician, make it in the city as a musician, et cetera, et cetera. Again, supposedly a character piece. I suppose. I don't know.
We're going to wait and see and move right on because I want to get to Nebraska.
This is an interesting premise, and I got to say, Bruce Dern, God, I hope it's not his swan song because he's getting up there now.
Yeah.
But apparently he wins a Mega Millions lottery and takes the trip from some state to Nebraska. It was like a multi-state lottery that he won. So he takes the trip with his estranged son to go collect the winnings. And the story's about what happens on that trip.
I don't know. If I was going to collect $1 million and take a cross-country trip, I think my estranged son would be the last person I would take with me.
Right? I don't know.
Wouldn't you think?
But he's elderly, and who knows the deal behind that whole thing. But it's an interesting premise. Yeah.
Well, coming in at number 10 on my list here tonight is The Wolf of Wall Street. What can you tell me about that one?
I can tell you that it's going to be nominated for every Academy Award there is because it stars DiCaprio and it's directed by Scorsese. So there you go.
That's a winning combo. Yeah,
that's pretty much it. They've become like the power duo in the last little while there, ever since Shutter Island, and but it's based on a true story of the stockbroker that spent 20 months in jail for perpetrating one of the biggest frauds on Wall Street in the 90s and pretty much kicking off the economic collapse.
Yeah.
So it's but I mean, if you want to. The meat of the story isn't really my thing, and I'm a New Yorker, so that whole entire environment and world is familiar to me, but I still don't have a desire to watch it.
Yeah.
It's like I can go and hang out and have drinks, and that's what I'm seeing. So why would I go see it on the screen?
Well, and I have to be fair to you. 2 years ago now, Chuck Pfeiffer, he celebrated his 70th birthday, and we were invited to go down to his party down at Elaine's in the city. And, of course, he was in Wall Street.
Right, the original. Yeah, that's right. Oh, wow.
And I actually had to sit there and confide in him that, when the film came out, I tried to play it off as, it was a time of my life where I didn't care about stockbrokers, so I didn't watch it right away.
Right.
And he didn't talk to me for the rest of the night. But the interesting thing here is that, when you can bring a story like this to the screen and you can pack it with actors of these calibers and really make something of it. And, it's not so much, the boring tutorial
the cast
about...
is unbelievable for that film.
Sure.
The cast is like a who's who, yeah.
Sure.
It's just incredible.
But, looking forward to it. It's going to be a hell of a show.
Yeah, I'll see it. I mean, obviously. Absolutely. Definitely.
So now you've got a list for us, huh?
I do. And
is this worst or best?
No, this is also the best from the AFI, but these are the best top 10 television shows of 2013.
Ooh, is my Walking Dead in there?
No. I know. Don't choke on your coffee, Daddy.
There's going to be a Crash Talk tomorrow again.
I know. Well, one of our shows is in there, though. One of our shows is
okay. All right. I'll let you go.
All right. Again, in no particular order, we've got Mad Men, which, it's the show that's launched 1,000 careers now. And how many seasons is this show in?
Yeah, 4 or 5, something like that.
I am a diehard, nuclear family kind of chick, and I love the premise of the show, and I'm glad it takes place in the 50s and all this lovely stuff, and we could see when life was pure, and that was beautiful. And
you could smoke and drink in every office.
Oh God, yes, it was just amazing, and the chicks had all the great clothes and the great hair and the great poise, and that's how women should be, and all this great stuff. But it's enough now. It's like I'm tired of every award show roster having this film or this crew or this cast in it. It's just enough now.
Right.
Somebody write something else, please. Okay, so that's up there, obviously. The Americans, which I'm not even remotely familiar with that television show. I couldn't even tell you what network it's on. But.
Don't look over here. I don't know.
No. Okay, Breaking Bad, which has ended its run now.
Thanks.
But, we weren't Breaking Bad fans. I just couldn't see the dad from Malcolm in the Middle in that role. I couldn't shake it.
Well, to be fair, I could see him, but in his underwear.
Right. Yeah, that's it. Like how he was before the big change, that's how he stayed in my head. It didn't matter how bad but he was. It just didn't work for me. No. I know, but that's just me. What are you going to do? Now our show, Game of Thrones.
Yes. Winter is coming, and so is the next season of HTLA.
That's right. That was our big promo for this year. That's right. But dum.
You're making your own drums over there.
I am. My tablet phone. So I'm very much looking forward to when that's coming back, and it's going to be great in January, I think. So better hurry up and call DishNet and do all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So The Good Wife with Juliana Margulies and Chris Noth, that's still going. That's still running. And again, I didn't watch it because I don't really watch those kind of things on television. And now this is interesting to me. House of Cards is the original Netflix series with Kevin Spacey.
Right.
And, I'm on Netflix constantly. They're a sponsor of Real Talk, and that's where I watch all the films that I review and analyze for Real Talk. And every minute I'm on Real Talk, you see the advertising,
Right.
Tune in to you have to watch House of Cards and all that stuff. And I've yet to, although Kevin is dear to my heart, and I can't wait to actually see it. I've absolutely yet to find the time to sit there, and I know I'm going to have to be cerebral for that span of time.
Well, with everything that the government's been doing lately, when you have a show like that, you just open yourself up to the House of Tards.
That's right. That's right.
No, in all fairness, I haven't actually watched it, and partly, I'm going to say it's because in my day-to-day life with media and everything all around us, I'm inundated with government ineptitude and the Republicans this and the Dems that and this new law that's brought out by the PCers and you know, all this stuff. It's almost like, wow, the last thing I want to do is watch a show about government.
Okay, well, here's something interesting. In Britain, about 10 years or so ago, there was a 3-season series about Parliament called The House of Cards.
Oh.
And it was one of the most brilliant miniseries I've ever seen. And that's what actually got me started on British television. I've been watching foreign film for quite a while, but it was that series that got me watching British television. And it was about this one politician and his rise and fall through Parliament over the course of 3 shows, you know, and it was unbelievably brilliant. So I've always been really curious to see if it had any semblance to that, if they took the premise for the American House of Cards from that film, because from that series. Because if they did, then I can tell you right now it's going to be amazing, because the writers of that were brilliant.
Well, you know, it does have a lot of fans, that's for sure. But, you know, another show that had a heck of a lot of fans, too, was Martin Sheen in the West Wing.
Oh, God. Yeah, but see, that's the thing. You can't beat the West Wing.
Well,
You just can't. That I've never seen a show with the pacing of West Wing.
Okay.
Ever.
Well, seeing as how this list is in no particular order, then right after the House of Cards here, I think we should bring up Veep. And
right.
Bringing up Veep, I'd just like to say that you don't take the dumbass chick from Seinfeld and make her the
vice
VP.
president of the United States.
Even though we have Sarah Palin as the model.
Oh my goodness.
No, you just no. What are you kidding me?
Well, again, you know, it's a cleverly written show. I've seen excerpts from it, and I've got to say it's cleverly written. And so it's on the list and up there among the top 10 for the brilliant writing.
Okay.
You know,
all right.
And that's it. Yeah, Masters of Sex. That was that miniseries, I believe, on HBO or Showtime or one of those cable networks. And it was all about, you know, the researchers back in trying to discover the roots of sex and the things and stuff like that. So,
okay. All right.
Which we haven't seen either because...
No, well, I mean, you look at some of the little trailers they had for it on their TV commercials there before the season started, and I was just like, yeah, no.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a show about us, but okay.
You know, yeah.
All right. Anyway, Orange is the New Black, and
Orange is the New Black. Yes,
right. That's that jailhouse show.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I don't know much other than my good old Captain Janeway, Kate Mulgrew, stars in this series, and she's well. I'm going to be quite frank and honest here. She's looking a little rough these days, and I'm not sure if that's age or if that's the show.
Oh, it's got to be the show.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
All right.
It's got to be the show. And even if it isn't, you never say that.
Well, see, I need somebody to
teach me. It's a girl thing.
Teach me some damn manners here.
It's a girl thing, you know. It's like you don't ever ask a woman how old she is or how much she weighs or that sort
I always
of thing.
tell her she's 29.
Right, he does. That's right.
Absolutely. And you know, on Facebook the other day, one of the ladies that follows me around, she had a birthday and I said, happy 29th birthday, so-and-so. And she actually came back and gave me a very stern response of, I'm 44 today, thank you.
Really?
So I did actually type back, I was just being nice. Smiley face.
Right.
Yes, and you know who you are.
Wow.
Anywho, yeah. Well, you know, I kind of got that part down. You know.
No, you've got that part down,
Yeah.
and that's fine. And I
Damn it.
tease you, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, there's the last show that's on the list is Scandal, and I've not seen it. So, yeah. Again, you know, I don't get involved in the television drama kind of things, you know, unless it's Walking Dead or Game of Thrones or something else. But if it's like regular kind of just straight drama and real life kind of stuff, and I get enough of that.
Well, and you know, to kind of go back to Facebook for a second, because I've got something to say about it, particularly to The Walking Dead.
Okay.
I saw an image today, actually, earlier today, and it was a picture of Carl, the little kid.
Right.
10 years old, at the start of the series,
He's
the first season now.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And they showed a picture of him, and then attached to it below that was a picture of him in the last night's episode. and he's raging. He's got his gun up. He's about to shoot somebody or something. And it was funny, looking at that top picture of
that little one,
the mom home baked apple pie pic, and then
Right.
you see the one where he's all dirty and disheveled and he's killing, and you can actually see the lines in his face, almost age lines.
Wow.
And I sort of thought about that for a second after looking at that picture, and I thought, yeah, you know what? I've sort of been through all that with them, and I've seen all of the reasons why he's now looking like this. And I got to say, that crew does one heck of a good job in keeping all of these main characters over the long periods of time looking like they should over those long periods of time.
Right. Yes.
The continuity in that is very good.
It is. I agree. I completely agree. And, when you have the visual arc as well as the story and character arc, and it's all, like you said, cohesive and continuous. It's one of the reasons I think, it's got the fan base and things that it has. And it's really surprising. I don't believe it's been on any list. And maybe it's because of the subject matter.
It could be. I remember last year's roll-arounds for Emmys and whatnot. They were left out again.
Yeah.
And I remember a couple other award ceremonies the year previous to that, they were left out again.
Right.
It's almost like, you know
They're
what it's
being
almost
snubbed.
like? No, it's almost like The Walking Dead is owned by Mel Gibson.
Oh, no.
Well, gang, we're going to be back in 2 minutes here after this quick commercial break, and we are going to get to some of the worst of 2013 for you. Hang on.
And that's always more interesting than the best.
The Chevy Cruze offers an EPA estimated 36 mpg highway. That's crazy.
Crazy efficient.
10 standard airbags.
And you get StabiliTrak with traction control.
That is like crazy protection. This interior is
insane.
It is insane. I was going to say crazy again.
Visit your local Chevy dealer today. Right now, get this great lease on a 2013 Chevy Cruze LS for around $149 a month.
Fourth down, Coach. What do we do?
I'll tell you what we do. I want you to go on the field, look for anything with an O. Let's kill them with kindness. Jimmy, I want you to make balloon animals. Tyler, make little tea cozies, something fun.
Are you okay?
We will win this for Mother Russia!
Coach, eat a Snickers.
Why is that, Chief?
You get a little loopy when you're hungry.
Better.
Now let's go for it!
Go get him, guys.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
When you have cable and your picture freezes, you get irritable. When you get irritable, your work suffers. When your work suffers, the wrong man is convicted. When the wrong man is convicted, he has time to think. When he has time to think, he thinks about you a lot. And when he thinks about you a lot, your house explodes. Don't have your house explode. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Hey, look at that new Toyota.
Look at that new Toyota.
Before you look at Honda Civic, you better look at this new Toyota Corolla. Now, you can get a 2013 Corolla with 0% financing. Or lease this Corolla LE for just $179 a month.
Look at that new Toyota.
Toyota. Let's go places.
HTLA Radio 1.
From all of us at HTLA Radio 1 New York, happy holidays. Yes, happy holidays. And we are back, gang. You are listening to Straight Talk with Kate and Crash, and our episode today, 2013, the best of and the worst of. And I have a little confession to make. Just before the break there, I kind of missed a line. I've thrown off the whole pacing and tone of the show, so...
No, you didn't.
Oh.
No.
All right, so
haven't.
You don't want me to go back and reread those lines?
You can if you like.
All right.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
When we return from our break, we've got some of the worst of 2013 for you.
And isn't that always better and more interesting than the best?
Yeah, everybody loves a train wreck. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back after these really cool spots. Okay, there we go.
Awesome.
Now
Take two, it's a wrap.
We're back in sync.
Okay. Right. So, yes, We're back, and you're listening to Straight Talk with Kate and Crash on HTLA Radio 1. And like my hubby said, we're talking about the best of the best and the best of the worst. So, we've talked about the top 10 best films of the year, and what do you think were the worst?
Well, as long as none of ours are on the list, it's okay.
No, not this year.
Okay.
So, according to the entertainment department of Time Magazine, and these are in order, actually, from 10 to number 1. And it's, you want to hear something really crazy?
Okay.
I've seen none of the films that are on the best 10 list, but I know every single one on this list.
Oh.
Isn't that insanity? Okay.
Well, you know, it's like they always say, you always remember your worst experience with your girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I was drunk.
Oh! Well, and that's why you married me, because you didn't have any with me, right? So there was none for you to remember. All right. Well, and this will be number 10. And how funny that you were talking about being drunk, because number 10 is The Hangover 3.
Oh, well, yeah, see, there you go.
Yeah, it's like kill it before it multiplies. You know, the first one was really clever and funny, and, you know, the second one was not really so much. Oh, my God.
No.
And now this one is just utterly, too much. Number 9, I was really, really surprised, and I'm going to argue with whomever put this on the list, actually.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm a huge James Franco fan. So, and Mila Kunis and Michelle Williams and... oh, God, don't you just love when their face is right in front of you and you don't remember? Okay, anyway, Oz the Great and Powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it was a great premise.
Well, wait a second now. Mila Kunis, really? No way.
Ashton,
70s show?
Yes, Ashton's girlfriend, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, and I know everybody's saying she's got no range, but I got to disagree because I see more from her. She hasn't really been given the chance yet. She hasn't been given the script yet that's really going to pull her.
Well, she's not going to get anywhere on that list.
No, that's true, too. But, I mean, it was just beautiful technologically. You know, it was visually beautiful, and the premise was great. You know, it's about how he gets to Oz and becomes the wizard and all this stuff. And it was just...
okay.
It was.
All right.
I thought it was really clever. Okay. The Counselor with Matt McConaughey. And
see, now I saw this trailer and I was really excited. I thought this was going to be a heart pounder.
Mm-hmm. I have to agree, and you know, but it just falls flat, and you just, you know, it just does. The Big Wedding. That's you know, that was one of those comedies.
What? No fat, no Greek.
Yeah, it's kind of like that though. It's
Martin Lawrence version.
No. I think it had like De Niro in it and big stars.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was, oh gosh, if anybody knows, because I can't remember. But yeah, it was kind of like Fockers. You know, on that kind of thing.
Excuse me?
It was kind of like Meet the Fockers, that series.
FCC, honey.
Yes.
Oh, you mean the movie?
Yes, the movie.
Alrighty.
Now, here's one I'm really surprised about, because Ryan Gosling, it's like a Joaquin to me. You know, he can just lay there and it's fine.
Yeah, me not so much.
Right. Well, Only God Forgives. And I hear Kristen Scott Thomas stole the show in that film, and I actually have it on the list to watch for Real Talk.
Uh-oh.
I know. So maybe this Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see. But I was really surprised to find it on the list. And, yeah, so you've heard it here first. I'm actually going to be analyzing Only God Forgives, because I'm sure I can find. And it'll be in the foreign category, too.
Right.
Because it has American actors in it, but it's a foreign collaborative film.
Awesome.
R.I.P.D. No shocker there.
Well, come on.
Ryan Reynolds, I love him. He's adorable and all that stuff. But Jeff Bridges, again, with the Western deputy kind of thing. And it just wasn't Men in Black. And it's not even Dead Like Me. I mean, you know.
Well.
Cute premise done wrong.
You know, I think certain films, you have to accept that they're for a certain audience. I mean.
Gia, our daughter loved it. She's just over the moon.
Yeah.
She's 13.
Well, I mean, you know, where's those adventurous roller coaster thrill rides of old? I mean, you know, the whole Raiders of the Lost Ark series is a fine example of, You know,
Right.
some of my fondest memories as a kid going to the movie theater,
That's true.
Star Wars,
Absolutely.
all those kind of things. So I think RIPD was trying to recapture that, and I'm glad they did it. It might not be the best thing ever, but
Okay.
it's for the entertainment value.
Good
I
for
think.
you. Okay, I love to hear when you do positive things and say positive things.
Did I just do a positive?
You did.
Did I make a positive poo poo?
Crash talk
Oh.
in reverse. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Crash talk turns pep talk. Look out.
Oh God.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Now here, I mean, I can't say I'm too terribly surprised, but gotta love Will and I love Jaden, but After Earth got like the worst reviews of the year.
Epic fail.
It did, technically and truly.
Yeah.
And that's because Jaden has one face. And he's always looking like the petulant, pissed off, spoiled little kid. And he's got no range.
Well, I kind of got to have a little bit of an argument with that because, Will Smith came from what he came from. But
he's a brilliant actor now.
This is
though.
what I'm trying to get into. If you'll close the beak and let me get it out.
Yes, sir.
He's shown exceptional range. He's done all kinds of dramatic stuff that is just, over the top. You can't come up with enough positive commentary about his performances in so many different films. I was expecting After Earth. When I saw the trailers for it, I'm like, okay, all right, let's give this a chance. He's got his kid in it. His kid's got just about the best acting coach you could ever have.
Don't forget his mother.
Well, don't forget his mother.
That's right.
I don't care. The point is...
He didn't mean it, Jada.
Oh, God, here we go. Okay, when we're at the next party with them, I'll tell her I'm sorry. But until then, I'm doing a radio show for HTLA.
Okay.
So when you've got somebody like that, you live with them, that you have a relationship with them, they're your father. He should be at least as good as Boba Fett. But that's a Star Wars joke.
Okay.
All right. Nobody thinks it's funny. It's 1 a.m. What do I know?
Well, I guess it could have been funny, but, I'm more of a Star Trek fan than a Star Wars.
That's true. You are. Yes, you are.
All right. Anywho.
Rolling right down the list.
Right. So, yes, this is a film called The Host, and believe it or not, the star of this film, her last name is Ronan, and she's got an Irish first name, and I can't pronounce it. But she was actually nominated for an Academy Award a few years back as a young up-and-coming actress.
Uh-huh.
And it's an alien film, an alien invasion film, but she's so strong, and her love for her boyfriend's so strong, the alien can't take her over. It's written by Stephanie Meyer, who wrote Twilight.
Oh God! Okay,
Enough said.
I don't have a sound effect for me running away right now, but I'm running away right now.
Right? Yeah, but no, and that's the thing. No sequels, thank God. Nothing. It was just her venture into the sci-fi from the vampire thing, and still the themes of young angst-filled love, and et cetera, and et cetera.
Okay.
So yeah, it just bombed though. It just didn't do well in any way.
Right.
Salinger, the biopic of J.D. Salinger, Catcher in the Rye.
Yep.
Here's the thing. It made him look utterly like one of the most sick, perverted, unattractive, you'd never want to hang out with this person, repulsive in the world. And it got horrible reviews from everything from writing to, the visual look of the film, to the feel of the film was creepy, to either that's actually how Salinger was, or the actor that portrayed him was that creepy, and it was bad. It was just bad. And don't forget, these are in order. So this is number 2 on that list of 10.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was touted. It was, it was filmed, I think, some parts in black and white. And it was very, noir. And it's supposed to have this atmosphere and all the stuff. And it just was an epic fail, too. And then the number 1 worst film of the year, of course, is Grown Ups 2. Yeah. All those actors nobody cares about anymore. And they're all... trying to recapture the funny, ha-ha, poopy jokes and.
Kind of like me.
No, kind of like you when I'm not around. Right.
I see.
That's the ticket.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, I got another list for us here. Would be the top worst Christmas gift ideas Huh?
Oh, boy.
In order from least offending all the way right up to you idiot. Oh, yeah.
Okay, awesome. I can't wait. Okay.
Yes. Number 10 in the list,
Uh-huh.
which is, least offending.
I better not get any of these on any of this list for Christmas. Just saying.
I've already ordered them at Amazon. A non-smartphone.
Oh.
Yes, you may as well give a fax machine.
Oh, that's so true. Imagine you don't have a smartphone. Who doesn't have a smartphone? It's like you give a dumb phone.
Kind of. Number 9 on the list, and this is something that I do have access to and could make happen.
Uh-oh.
Something from your closet.
Oh, no.
Yes. Did you
Like
check to see if
regifting?
all your tags were still on?
Oh, no.
Because I know you. Kate's really bad at that.
I do. Well, I rip the tags off. God forbid you don't ever give something with it. You only do a half tag. You have to rip the price off and make sure the tag is still on. Right. Because you don't do that sort of thing. That's just not done.
Then we go to number 8, body shaping undergarments. Yeah, just don't.
Yeah, just don't. Because what is that going to imply? That you need body shaping undergarments? Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like saying, when was the last time you worked out, honey?
Well, I don't need to ask that because I make you do it every single day.
That's right. Yes.
Next in our lovely list here, getting down to the nitty-gritty not body shaping undergarments, you tool.
See, you were thinking about me working out. You see what happens?
Believe it or not, this is interesting to me. Any tablet that isn't made by Apple.
Right.
Okay, and it's in brackets here, cheapskate. Now, just to be clear here and fair, the Apple iPads there, they go for around $1,000 if you're getting the full 64 gig and all the bells and whistles. But then they go down. I mean, you can get an iPad for like $500. Now, on the Samsung and LG sides of the tables, you can get their tablets as well as HP and Dell and all the rest of them, in the same kind of price range up to about $800. How is $800 gift being a cheapskate? just kind of wondering.
The girl, it had to have been a girl that wrote this list.
I'm thinking because the next on the list is cash. Yes, cash is nice, but required no thought whatsoever, guys.
Yeah, that's right.
See, the girls are all about the thought.
That's right. That's right. It's the presentation. It's the environment around whatever it is you're doing.
That's why I've written you a 13-page heartfelt letter. For Christmas.
I would love that.
Oh, God, now I got to do it. Moving on down the list here at number 5, an ugly sweater. And, of course, in brackets, give them cash.
Yes, if you're going to go for the ugly sweater, you might as well give him cash.
You're in the same boat. You might as well at least have the oars, right? Number 4 is a fake diamond.
Anything. A fake diamond anything.
A fake diamond anything.
Right.
It's kind of like a non-Apple tablet. Don't be a cheapskate.
Right, exactly.
There we go. Down to number 3, cleaning products.
Oh, yeah, that's like with the body shaping undergarments.
Unless it's maid service for a year or you don't mind sleeping on the cold couch.
That's right. I want to vacuum for Christmas.
Cleaning product. Who does that? That's actually on the list.
I know, because I guess some men do that.
Okay. Well, number 2 on our list kind of takes us back in the show a little bit. Any Miley Cyrus album. Don't perpetuate the horror.
That's right.
Yes. And number 1.
Oh, wow. This is interesting.
The thing we've heard so much about this past year.
Right.
Bitcoins.
Uh-huh.
An IOU would be better and worth more later.
That's right. Wow.
Isn't that something?
That is.
Uh-huh.
That's just crazy.
Well, to do that, in order not to give you the cheap gifts this year, I'm going to have to pay some bills. So we're going to go for another 2-minute break. We'll be back right quick with another hot segment of tonight's Straight Talk.
So do you guys think being fast is better than being slow?
Yes! It's better to be fast, to not be bitten by a werewolf, and then you'll be turned into one, and you'll have to stay in, and then you'll have to get shaped because it'll be too hot, and then you're like... which means I wish I was back to a human.
What?
It's not complicated. Faster is better. And AT&T is the nation's fastest 4G LTE network for your iPhone 5.
With 160 more miles per tank The distances aren't getting shorter. The trucks are going farther. The new 2013 Ram 1500. With the best-in-class fuel economy, engineered to move heaven and earth. Guts, glory, Ram.
I stood outside assessing the situation. I knew it could be rough in there, but how rough, there was no way to know for sure.
Hey, guys.
Daddy, it's pink!
But hey, a new house, it's a blank canvas, and we got a great one, thanks to a really low mortgage rate from Navy Federal Credit Union.
Pink?
So she's a princess. You got a problem with that?
Hoorah! Hoorah! 4 million members, 4 million stories. Navy Federal Credit Union.
The rich Sony sound and Vio. Sound out.
Sony.
HTLA Radio 1.
From all of us at HTLA Radio 1 New York, happy holidays. Oh, there you go.
Okay, well, we're back and you're listening to Straight Talk on HTLA Radio 1 New York. You are listening to Kate and Crash, and we're hitting some top tens of the very quickly passing year. We've kind of kept it entertaining and light until now. And HTLA always keeps its friends and colleagues in close, and we take care of our own. So, unlike TMZ and other entertainment-based networks, we don't really diss or dish about the slumps our peeps find themselves in. But, in the spirit of a scintillating end to this week's top show, here are the top 10 worst scandals of the year.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you don't want to... They weren't that crazy because I didn't even know about half of them. But, okay. Number 10, Justin Bieber's brothel visit.
Huh?
Yeah, apparently he visited a brothel in Rio and passed out because he was partying. Some chick videoed him sleeping in the brothel. They did some bad things, his entourage and he, and they got kicked out. And, you know, it was a big melee and a big global thing.
Well, you know, anytime you give, you know, a global stage to a 17-year-old kid...
Well, he's 19 now.
What are you going to get?
But, yeah, sure.
Oh.
Exactly.
Well, there you go.
Right.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
No surprise there, really, to me.
Yeah, no, it's true. It had to be happening soon enough, right?
Yeah.
Number 9, Reese Witherspoon actually got arrested this past year. Sweet little Reese Witherspoon, our legally blonde little girl. Yep. Apparently her hubby, who is a CAA agent, got a DUI, and she argued with the cops, citing it would be national news, and they couldn't do that, and she's Reese Witherspoon, and blah, 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 and they hauled her in. Yeah. And she got a mugshot and all that good stuff, and yeah.
Well.
Our sweet little Reese Witherspoon.
Maybe if she was a more important utensil on the table.
Like a wither fork?
Yeah, or a knife. Yeah.
A wither knife?
Yeah.
Now, number 8. I was so furious when this happened.
Oh,
And
was she ever?
I am not even gonna. But Julianne Hought's blackface for Halloween when she was the character from Orange is the New Black.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people. All right, I hope we got some time here.
Oh, yeah, we do. Go
because, you know, you need to get a life. You know? I mean, this is really insanity now. You know, it's a character. It's a public character on a public television show that everybody in the public watches.
Oh, and something important here. The makeup was done so well that she looked just like the gal from the show.
Almost, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but
it wasn't the old Al Jolson, look at me, I'm black, mammy.
Yeah, no. I mean, it was amazing. And imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Uh-huh.
And these people are so stupid and so daft that they don't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
And right away, they get their egos and their panties in a twist. And, you know, oh, well, you know, that's it. Whatever it is. You know, whatever it is. Just go get a life and cut it out.
What is it? Yeah.
I mean, you know, what is it? They call it NAACP. It's my civil rights violations. It's my whatever it is. No, it's a character. This is entertainment. If you didn't like it, don't do it.
But I'd like to point out right now that those same people are voting for a black Santa.
That's right. Oh.
Yeah.
All right. We're European. Sinterklaas is Norwegian.
Okay, calm down. You're blowing the mic.
He's Norwegian. The entire thing came from Northern Europe, and that's it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
End of story. That's it.
And, and with that, I'd like to add that I think Santa Claus should have Viking horns.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Santa is Santa. There is...
I don't know why everybody feels the need that they have to change everything that isn't established.
I know.
I don't understand that.
It doesn't matter. I mean, it's just insanity. Oh, no, wait. The best was on the news today. They're saying that to make everybody happy, they should make Santa Claus a penguin. He should be an animal because it'll relate better with the children of all nationalities.
That was actually reported by Fox News, yep.
I am appalled. I'm appalled and I'm ill, and I don't care if I'm purple. I'm not going to try and make you change 1,000 years of legend and stuff from your culture just to suit me because I'm participating in it now.
Well, that's almost like me going down and running for Nelson Mandela's job now.
Right. Well, I mean, you can't have Kwanzaa and Christmas.
But wait,
yeah.
Is there a Kwanzaa clause?
No, there's not, as far as I know.
Right. So their own culture does not afford a Santa. So why are we changing ours?
We're not, and that's the bottom line.
Well.
And that's it. I mean, I think that the entire world is going to say, yeah, no, that's a little too much, and now it's time for the pendulum to swing back the other way to, sanity. It's just.
Damn, woman.
It's just crazy. It just gets me furious. I have a 15-month-old son.
Mm-hmm.
What am I going to do? Is the Easter bunny now not allowed to be a white bunny?
I don't know, but I have to tell you, in all honesty, in grade 1, I was actually, my very first acting role was as Santa Claus in the school play. And my mom and the rest of the family couldn't make it except for my grandfather, who came extremely drunk. And I gave that role my all. I'm trying to be big, fat, and jolly and white. And I think I hit the mark. But now I don't know. Ever since I've heard this, I'm like, Jesus, did I really
played it more ethnic?
More ethnic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm worried now.
It's just retarded. Sorry. Gotta say it. Yeah.
Well, now I think we should have a Jewish pope.
Yeah. I mean, what's next? Exactly.
It's a joke.
Oh, snap. Wow. Yeah, it's just, that's just enough, though. It's just enough. I mean, all right, I'm going to say it. Because I got to say it, and I got to say it. There was a reason that the world was really good a while ago. And there was a reason that we respected each other and our different cultures and our different, practices and things like that. And we used to love to travel to other countries and learn about other people and other cultures and take that back. And it enriched our lives.
Sure.
And it was a good thing. And the rest of the world, it still is. You have Italians that go to Germany and they learn and they're happy and they love to get to know their fellow Europeans, and you have everybody loves to go to Morocco and experience that culture and
sure, and
all
the food
and all these other things, right?
Yeah.
But in this country, that it's just an enormous melting pot, and we all got thrown together, and we're all forced to be together and do all this stuff. Nobody cares about anybody else's, practices and culture and things. It's just all mixed together, and there's just nothing to appreciate.
Right.
I know. And
now
everybody's supposed to appease everybody else, and everybody's supposed to be uber PC about everything and all this stuff, and it's just like, no.
Yeah, so tonight's episode of Straight Talk is brought to you by PreSonus, versatile solutions for today's studios.
Okay.
Does that get me out of that? No?
No.
All right.
Get you out of what?
Well, let's move to number 7. Beyonce's lip syncing the national anthem, huh?
Yeah. No, well, she did, and that was at the president's inauguration. And she's
What, the first one?
No, the second one.
Oh.
And she admitted that she lip synced because she didn't have time to do a mic check, and she didn't want to detract from the importance of the night for the president.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but then the next day she went to like a baseball game and she sang the national anthem a cappella. And then she walked off the stage and she said, "Any questions?"
Well, it's okay because when I met our President Barack Obama at the White House, I wasn't wearing underwear. So, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's like whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like this is national scandal.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this rings more like a national scandal. Bob Filner's sexual harassment. The San Diego mayor, he actually was brought up on charges of false imprisonment and battery. Like, you know, he's taking women of his staff and women and doing things that are not even exciting, cool, like illegal.
Like bending him over the desk? And
No, that's cool and fun and okay.
Oh.
He's like false imprisonment and battery and stuff. Yeah. So it goes beyond the Secretary movie, you know.
Wow.
Yeah. Right. Now this one, the next one, it broke my heart. Still does to this day, the Lance Armstrong doping thing. It just utterly broke my heart.
You know, he rides a bike. Give me a break.
Yeah, but he came back from cancer and he won the Tour de France how many times, and he started a foundation, and thousands and thousands and thousands of cancer survivors are now cancer survivors because of him and his inspiration and the Live Strong Foundation and all that stuff that, you know, he just trashed.
Well, I don't know. I think Forrest Gump was every bit as motivating and heartfelt as anything Lance Armstrong ever did.
Yeah, and well, he was on with chocolate, so that was cool. All right, and speaking of being on stuff, Rob Ford's crack smoking. Yeah, Toronto's mayor smoking crack.
Oh, yeah. Look at the Canadian guy.
Sorry, I didn't write the list. He won't resign, and he says he even wants to be prime minister now.
You know, funny thing.
Yeah,
little bit of Canadian political history for y'all out there. We did actually have another prime minister on drugs who did quite well.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Who was that?
Pierre Trudeau.
When was that?
1971 to
well, that's
1978.
Okay. Everybody was on drugs back then.
Well, yeah, but he managed to yank away our Constitution from the Queen and tell her to go F herself, and actually made Canada its sovereignness that it is today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
See, I'm mad at him.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but he was a pot smoker.
Oh, well, that's okay. But I'm a royalist.
Well, it's a gateway drug, so...
Yes, we know.
You know what?
And now the next guy's on crack. You see what happens?
Oh, right. Yes. Let's blame Trudeau for Ford.
Yes, that's right.
No,
okay.
I'm going to stick with what I've always said about Rob Ford. He is Chris Farley, who... was about 35 years too late from dodging the draft to Vietnam.
Right. Yeah.
Took up the mayor's job there.
I know. Well, it is Toronto anyway.
Yeah.
Let's look at, it's like that whole thing, take it from its source kind of thing.
Here, I'll give you this.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, got one. All right, number 3, and this is another huge thing.
Oh.
I mean, but what is with... You say one politically incorrect thing and you lose your entire career and everything that you've built your entire life because somebody's offended.
No, it'd be Mel Gibson.
And everybody else. Paula Deen used the N-word once. She admitted to it.
Paula Deen?
Yes. She wanted, they were doing a plantation-themed wedding, and she wanted to hire black waiters to do the wedding because it was a theme wedding.
Right.
If I'm going to have a Middle Eastern wedding, I want belly dancers.
Of course.
So why can't she have what she wants?
No idea.
Exactly. They brought her in front of a grand jury, and they made her admit that she once used the N-word. Dear God, no. She lost her QVC line. She lost her show on the Food Network.
Did they do the witch trials dunking thing?
I mean, do you think?
I bet you.
It's insanity.
Wow.
And... When did we become such thin-skinned pansies that we can't stick up for ourselves? And we have to have the government pass laws that, oh my God, he can't say that about me, or he can't say that word, or he can't say that word, or, you know, they can't wear that outfit, or, you know, my bunny can't be white or anything. Now listen, everybody knows that I am in no way, you know, a racist. I'm probably the most coolest, PCist. We grew up in the entertainment industry. We know everybody. Everybody's awesome. You know, my best friend my entire life was a black lesbian. You know, growing up, she's like my sister. You know, and she agrees it's gotten ridiculous and absolutely crazy. I mean, with all of it. Right. You know, I actually have to sit here now and fight for my right to be a white mom and wife, and that's it. I'm not a feminist. I'm not all these other things, and I'm the uber minority now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, it's just gone. The pendulum's gone incredibly the other way.
Well, I mean, okay, but you know, the other side of that coin is that, you know, people won't be screwing with you if you're so far out there that you're just this normal housewife and yada da 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 who's not in anybody's face and ticking anybody off.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't have a right to do that.
Interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
So I got to be a mealy mouse wallflower and be PC and cool.
Right.
You know, right. I don't think so.
Right on. Okay, so let's move on to number 2.
Yeah, Anthony Weiner sexting. Now here's another.
Anthony Weiner.
Yeah, he ran for mayor of New York, and he didn't even quit after the scandal broke.
That's right.
And he came in 5th place in the mayoral race. So he's just sexting illicit pictures of underage girls, you know, using the name. Oh God, what was the name he used? Carlos Danger or something like that.
Wasn't he sending naked pics of himself in mirrors and stuff to the wrong people? Yeah,
yes,
okay.
underage girls.
Oh,
yes.
Excellent.
Yeah. See, now that's something to lose your career over. Not saying a word.
Sure.
It's insane.
Sure.
All right. Number 1, Manti Te'o's fake girlfriend. This was a huge thing, and I didn't even know about this, but he's a Notre Dame football hero. And he got love from all over the world because he would stay up all night consoling his leukemia-riddled girlfriend after she'd also been in a car accident. And then he'd get up the next day and lead the team to victory. You know, have to be, you know, well, this poor guy had his heart more than broken and his reputation more than wrecked a bit when it came to light that his girlfriend that he'd met online was actually really a guy who made her up and made the whole story up. And she never existed. And he was being duped by some guy online. Yeah.
You know, I shouldn't open my mouth here because, you know, I met you on the internet.
Right.
And
but we Skyped.
Well, yes, you know, Skype be damned. You know, you can do a lot of things with makeup and clothes and stuff these days. I don't know. I just really kind of wonder about the whole future of the race. You know, we get a few devices, a couple of computers, and a few handhelds, and all of a sudden we're trying to like live out our entire lives digitally. And I kind of understand it in the sense that, you know, it opens up the world to us, and
Sure.
we can you know, open up and have conversations with people all over the world now globally, and you know, we can you know, take part in some of those cultures, the diversity that we were talking about, and actually enrich ourselves. But let's face it, who really is using the internet for those kind of noble purposes? I mean, every time we turn around, every Facebook feed you look at, it's the stuff that we're doing as human beings with the technology is way beneath us.
Absolutely.
On the majority scale.
On the majority scale.
You know?
Well, no. I don't know. You have to ask yourself where your level's at. And I read stuff like this and hear stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's so funny because when we first got married, you were the cynic. You know, and I was the optimist.
I thought for sure that you were some sort of cross-dressing guy that was going to...
I'm not talking about that. I mean, just in general. You know, you were the world cynic, and I was the global optimist.
Yes.
You know, I was the Peace Corps, and you know, You were Satan.
Oh, I was going to say Navy SEALs, but okay, Satan works.
But, now it's kind of reversed a bit.
Right. No, I totally see what you're saying there. But, and I mean, I could be completely wrong. Maybe my perspective is that, I'm just seeing all this, low degrading levels of humanity because that's what I like on Facebook. But
yeah.
No. But no, I, from everything I see and everything I hear, and then you get to this sexting guy here. I think anytime you're in the public eye, whether you're an entertainer, whether you're a politician, whether you're a public speaker, whatever it is, even if you're just radio hosts,
yep,
you have to set
and you have
a bar,
responsibility. That's
you
right.
have to set an example. And it's great that shows that are, 18 plus only and all that kind of stuff, they put those disclaimers there and then they do whatever. But look at the time that's being invested in those kind of endeavors and look at the level of that stuff and think, well, where's that going? What are they trying to achieve? What are they trying to accomplish? Anything? It's always a question I ask, when I look at pretty much anything, what's it there for? What's it trying to accomplish?
Right.
Can I do something to make it better, or should I just stay away from it? And that, I think if more of us sort of thought on sort of an even keel plane kind of like that, kind of really evaluate stuff for what it is.
Right.
And I mean, entertainment's entertainment. And, if you like Miley Cyrus, you like Miley Cyrus.
Of course. And I love Miley, and I just, that's just the thing. Here's the thing. People are people, and we're human. And we only know what we know. Right.
Until we know something different.
That's right. And we only operate at the level of awareness that we currently have. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So unless something intervenes in your daily life, you're going to stay at that level. And that's it.
Right.
And it's media that intervenes, most likely.
Yeah.
And most readily and most pervasively. So, yeah, we do have a responsibility. But we have a responsibility to do, as Fierce Kitty Omni Media motto is, be you, be true, be fierce about those things that you believe in, and do that sort of thing.
And I believe you use the term authentic a lot.
I do. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean Oprah authentic. I mean authentic.
No, that's authentic.
Yeah. What I mean by the difference in that is the PC movement. And you're just going along with the crowd now that's going in a different direction.
Right.
That doesn't make you authentic. You're still following.
Right.
You're still a sheeple. You're not a shepherd. And that's what I mean by being authentic as opposed to the authentic of all the self-help and all that other kind of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, whatever happened to just being a good person and living life, and that's it. Don't lie. Don't steal. Don't hurt other people intentionally. And, that's it. It's pretty simple.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, everybody complicates things. Look, government got ruined by bureaucracy and red tape. It wasn't like the originating ideas of government were bad.
No.
It's what's happened to them since. And now we're swinging the pendulum so far away from all those originating ideas. And the world's in chaos. And don't take my word for it. Just look around you.
Yeah.
Just look around you. Just look at the kids today.
Yeah, that's another 6 shows.
That's a whole another 6 shows. That's right. Okay. Well, all right. Right. We've got one last thing we have to do. We've got to talk about notable people that died this year. I just want to do that kind of thing.
Okay.
And
before we do that, we got to take our last commercial break.
Oh, okay. Well, wait.
Okay.
Before we do that, and before I talk about dying people,
yeah,
I just want to send a big birthday love to our very dear friend Marky Costello. Tomorrow's her birthday.
Oh, there she is.
Everybody needs to watch E! Because her show, The Drama Queen, is on Tuesdays. And, good. It's her birthday tomorrow. It's Tuesday.
That's right.
But we love you, Marky, and happy, happy, happy birthday. And hopefully we'll see you on the show soon again. That'd be great.
No, we will.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, I'm just saying. So.
Yes.
Okay. So, yes, we'll be back in 2 minutes after these messages.
Lifts to clear obstacles. Lowers to cut drag. Rises to every challenge. the class-exclusive air suspension in the new 2013 Ram 1500. Engineered to move heaven and earth. Guts, glory, Ram.
After my accident, I had serious pain to deal with. That's when I started using Salonpas. I never felt stronger relief. Salonpas is the strongest labeled pain reliever available without a prescription. It's proven to relieve mild to tougher, moderate pain, something no other OTC pain reliever can claim. And Salonpas is the only FDA-approved topical pain reliever that provides up to 12 full hours of serious relief.
Salonpas, powerful relief when and where you need it.
Hi, welcome to Toyota's #1 for everyone sales event. I'm Jan.
Hi, we're here to get a safe, reliable car for college.
We have lots to choose from.
Let's take a look.
I'm so psyched out of my mind.
You coming?
Yes, Father.
Now you can get a new 2013 Corolla with 0% financing. Or you can lease this new 2013 Corolla LE now for just $169 a month. And while you're here, check out the all-new RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
For some families, it's the park time. For others, it's the pool time. And there are those who love the nighttime most of all.
We know that every family is different, and now you can save up to 30% on rooms at select Walt Disney World Resort hotels for a vacation that gives your family just what they want.
So don't wait. Let the memories begin at the place where dreams come true.
HTLA Radio 1.
From all of us at HTLA Radio 1 New York, happy holidays. Ah, yes, happy holidays. And we are back, and you are listening to Straight Talk with Kate and Crash on HTLA Radio 1 New York. It is, and we're...
Not filled in.
Not filled in.
No, we're going to speak now a little bit, and in a bit of seriousness and respectful memoriam. You know, just a few of them. There's been so many.
Oh, yeah.
I actually, in research prep for this show...
That's why it took us till 2 in the morning, yeah.
Well, seriously, though, I mean, they have listings by month of everyone around the world that's passed away.
Yeah.
You know, by month of note. And, yeah. I didn't realize how many people died every day.
Well, there's a lot of them. Yeah, absolutely.
But so, you know, Peter O'Toole, he's the latest, you know, to
that
leave
was
us.
Yesterday morning.
Yeah.
Yep.
And, of course, the Paul Walker tragedy.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's spend 10 minutes talking about Paul Walker and just give Peter O'Toole a mention. What are you on, crack?
I'm sorry, but, you know, Peter O'Toole was like Methuselah, and Paul was like...
He was Methuselah.
Well, it's true.
Okay, just because you were in a torrid love affair with Paul Walker before I came along, to which I fast and furiously ended that one, Peter O'Toole is a legend in the film business.
I know that.
One of the greatest actors, I think, that ever lived.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, certainly, yes, he did have a long lifespan, and he did many great, wonderful things. But, you know, to just kind of skate over him, just over to Paul Walker. Yeah, let's get on Paul Walker.
Oh, yeah.
He's cute.
Was.
He's not 89.
No, and he left a 14-year-old daughter that is devastated because they were so close.
Well, her dad died.
Yeah, and she lived with him.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
So. It's tough. It's not, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to make a light of anybody's death.
No. We don't truly die anyway, but still, it's not good. All right, but anyway, and this was another shocker that devastated me. James Gandolfini, heart attack in Italy.
Are we sure it was a heart attack?
Yes, we're sure. And it was just devastating because he was just really getting rolling. He was actually filming to be the lead in a new HBO series about crime. Criminal Justice, I think it was called.
Uh-huh.
But, yeah, that was somebody else who was really just coming to the pinnacle and apex of his range and what he could have done.
Sure, yeah.
You know. Now, obviously, for obvious reasons, why didn't they make Nelson Mandela Time Man of the Year, Person of the Year?
Well, you know, that's a very good question because just thinking about all the hype and everything surrounding him and his life and his death, I would think that would be an automatic no-brainer.
I would too. Absolutely. It's the same thing. I mean, it doesn't matter what... Well, everybody says things and says this and says that and everything, But for whatever his personal beliefs are irrelevant. The actions, the bravery of his actions, to live your life with your convictions and to not just spout them and talk about them in rhetoric and PC them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't just PC stuff. This is an example of living your convictions and, putting that kind of stuff behind the words, the PC words,
Mm-hmm.
So, absolutely, I think that anybody else on the cover now is going to be like a sacrilege to me.
Well, aren't I correct in assuming that I think it was last year or maybe the year before, President Barack Obama was actually Man of the Year?
Well, he was on the list in 2012. I don't know who actually was on there.
Well,
and we're talking about Times Person of the Year. Yeah, I'm not sure who actually was.
Well, I thought it was, and so for
To no interns, I can send it. Look it up. But
well, just for shits and giggles, I looked it up.
You did?
Yeah. And, well, because they were saying that he was, up for the spot because of his Nobel Peace Prize.
The one they gave him as soon as he got elected for doing nothing yet.
That's the one. Right. Well, actually, I contacted Gandhi in the afterlife, and I put it to him. I said,
all the interns went home.
Can you, Master Gandhi, please tell me why Barack Obama has received the Nobel Peace Prize? And he said to me, and I quote, "I had no bloody idea." That's a joke there.
Absolutely.
Sorry, it's late.
That's okay. It's really late. But yeah, no, that's true though. It's true. Absolutely no bloody idea.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like, oh, well, geez, what are we going to do? We got to have a party. Give him an award. That one.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
What has he done for peace?
Right.
He said, what was it? 2008. I will bring the troops home within
still
30
waiting,
days.
Still waiting.
No, we're not. No, because within 30 days of his inauguration, he signed a paper sending another 75,000. And right there, when he signed that paper, is when he lost all respect for me.
No, I'm aware of that. Me too. But, yeah.
No, he's right. Continuing to feed the fire. So where does the Peace Prize come in?
Yeah, they should take it back. They should revoke it.
I think they
Obamacare doesn't make up for that.
I don't even know what Obamacare is.
It doesn't even matter because it's not going into effect. And by the time we can benefit from it, they'll be like putting bionic parts in us and stuff. So who cares?
Yeah, that'll be Bionicare.
Yeah. It'll be Lee Major's care. All right. So, and sadly, Lou Reed passed. Yeah.
Well... Yeah, he did.
Yeah. No, he left him, though.
Well,
but now one of my icons, Sid Field. And screenwriting guru.
Ah.
Yes. And, yeah. So.
Yes.
Yeah. His master courses are Tina Fey swears by him, and,
She's a screenwriter?
Oh, God, yeah.
Tina Fey from Saturday Night Live?
You would be surprised about how many of the comedic films that have been released that she's been in the writer's room for.
I would.
Yeah. You like Tina Fey. You had a crush on Tina Fey when we first got married. So, I'm surprised.
No.
Oh, yes. OMG. Smart, independent, feminist, brunette. Don't even go there. Wow, are you that far removed from then? That's pretty impressive. I'm very proud of you. Okay, moving along. Tom Clancy also died.
Yeah, see, now there's a loss.
Yeah, there is. Also, Elmore Leonard.
Ah.
Yeah. Well, he wrote Pulp Fiction and those gritty noir things. What else did he write? Not Pulp Fiction. What was the other one? Oh, good grief. Those kind. He was 85. He's been writing for like 60 years.
Mm-hmm.
65 years or something. All those noir things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Brilliant. Brilliant. Karen Black. I loved her.
Yes, The Curse of the Wandering Eye.
I gotta say, I absolutely loved her in all my horror movies and stuff. I adored her. She was creepy, but she was cool.
Well, I think for the era,
Yeah.
I'll give her kudos that she was good for that.
Yeah. No, assuredly.
But, one that is that something that I would actually classify as a loss is Dennis Farina.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't have a crime family without Dennis Farina. You just can't.
Right. No, you're absolutely right.
You know.
Jeannie Cooper from The Young and the Restless, Corbin Burnson's mom.
Corbin Burnson's... Oh, you're talking in real life.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just lost in Catherine Chancellor.
Oh, yeah. No. Real life. Yeah.
No, I loved her.
Yeah,
I
me
loved
too.
her.
Me
I
too.
can't tell you how many times that I watched Young and the Restless, oh, God, about 15 years ago, and when she was with Rex Sterling. Yes, that street bum that actually turned out to be...
I was an ABC girl.
Oh, God.
So Nate Fillion and I used to hang out and go to all the events together and stuff, and I used to go. to all the soap events for ABC in New York. So all my children would like to leave. Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Back in the day.
I'll miss her.
Yeah.
I'll miss her.
So Roger Ebert.
Thank God.
No.
Siskel and Egghead. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Hey, I learned a great deal of stuff for Real Talk watching shows like that. It gave me, you know what Siskel and Ebert did for me when it came to my view of film?
No.
It's the two divergent perspectives, and I just melded that into me, one analyzer. I don't call myself a reviewer because I analyze film.
Right.
So, a great many of their divergent points, allowed me...
Caused you to look at it.
Yeah, I can
more.
look at it objectively and subjectively, and from those kind of different viewpoints. I'm not limited.
Sure.
Right.
Okay.
So, yeah, but kudos, He had a career. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
And I've got to pay homage because I'm a New Yorker, and you just have to do that. And, former Mayor Ed Koch passed away, too, this year. And
what from?
I'm not quite sure. But he was in Methuselah, too.
True. Yeah.
Right. And
probably bacon.
No, that's yours. That's it. No, beef for you. Beef. It's what's for dinner. Beef. It's what's the cause of death. So yeah, But he did a great many wonderful things for the city too. And
sure,
he was a wonderful mayor. And
absolutely,
I had the best years of my life in Manhattan when he was the mayor. So there you go. You got an homage for that. But
okay, all right.
But yeah, that's it. There were so many others that we've lost, and it's just a shame.
Sure. Well, death is never good.
No, it just makes you.
Just thought I'd throw that in there.
That's true.
Yeah,
very true. It does make you appreciate more.
Mm-hmm.
Your moments and how brief, things can be, and you never know. So. Don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today.
Sooner or later, someone will be mourning us in their show at 2 a.m.
God, I hope so. That would be kind of cool.
Okay. All right. I wasn't...
I don't want to just get, suburban mom and housewife.
Who never rattled any cages.
That's right. Yeah. Kind of don't want to leave that as my epitaph.
Never took a stand anywhere.
That's right. Well, yeah. God, I've already been there, done that. Ages.
Yes. Yes.
There's not many stands left. Everybody's sitting. So, okay.
Well, gang, it's rolling on towards, ridiculous time. So we're going to roll up the mat for tonight and call that a show.
Yes.
We'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and for all you folks who download us after the fact and listen on the go. Muchly appreciated. Also, once again, I'd like to thank PreSonus, Versatile Solutions for today's studios, and MXL Microphones, where great recording begins. Kate, do you have anything to add?
I do. I always, as always, like to thank HTLA Radio 1 for keeping us here, bringing you issues that matter with the people to whom they matter most. And thank you for the huge thank you to our sponsors and supporters. And of course, we're nothing without you, our listeners. Last but not at all least, my forever everything, my toughened together producer / co-host and husband, Christopher Crash Jesus Taylor. You're the best. Now, be sure to be here next Monday, Meeps, because you never know who's going to show up on Straight Talk to talk straight. Take my love with you as you go. Be you, be true, and be fierce, kiddies. Good night.
Good night. From all of us at HTLA Radio 1 New York, happy holidays!